Yeah, Bones Brigade.
Huh? Oh, damn.
Oh, nice. LA Weekly, yeah.
Yeah, no. I had what you got.
This is right before I got re-signed with Vans. As you can see, I'm not wearing Vans in that shot.
Yeah.
When they saw me on the cover of the Weekly with no Vans, they fucking signed me to a contract like 2 weeks later, dude.
I've been holding on to this since the
I ended up
2000s.
getting more money for my deal because I was wearing those shoes on the cover of the Weekly. That's in my neighborhood. That's in Santa Monica. That's very nice.
How did you get this?
Right on. Yeah, Skateboard Hall of Fame Museum. There we go. Rolling.
Hey, everybody outside, come on in. Everybody in the door, yell it to everybody to come on in. All right, that's what I like to hear. Now give it back to Howard Hood. Give it up for Howard Hood.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Here we go.
Thank you, Christian. Thank you. I just wanted to start with saying thank you again for everyone who's come out today to celebrate these 3 Hall of Fame legends.
Yeah.
Jeff Ho, Tony Alva, and Bucky Lasik. Woo! All right, so we got everything ready, and we're gonna give the mic over to Howard.
All right, where's Bucky? Oh, there he is. All right, Bucky, come on in. Get ready. And I would like to thank everybody. I would like to give the microphone to Todd Huber. I'd like to thank everybody here. If you can, go visit the Skateboarding Hall of Fame. Todd will be there. He's there almost every day except for today, Sundays. He's out doing his thing. And visit the Hall of Fame, and if not, you make a donation because it's not easy. Like putting on this event, we pay for the rings ourselves out of our own pocket because we love doing this. It's just something that happened with Carlos the jeweler. Yes. I got in the Hall of Fame, and he said, "Hey, I'm making you a ring." I go, "What do you mean you're making me a ring?" And he says, "You're in the Hall of Fame." So it's just grown from Carlos. So if you want to blame anybody for this, blame Carlos.
Go, Carlos!
He caused this to happen, and we love him. We skate with him all the time. He's a ripping skateboarder. And so let's give it over to Todd so he can get this thing started. Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Howard. Much appreciated. Thank you, guys. Good afternoon. First and foremost, thank you for coming. I'm Todd Huber.
You made it, dude.
It's kind of a watch what you wish for kind of moment for me because I never knew it would turn into this when I had the idea to start a place that honors all the people that I looked up to when I was younger. So I'm super proud of what this has become, and I want to thank all of you guys for being part of it. Just real quickly, just about each of the 3 inductees today. To me, Tony Alva is the greatest skateboarder of all time and always will be. I don't care. Tony's modest guy, but I'm just saying for me personally, I will always think of Tony as the greatest. Jeff Ho, I call Jeff a gentle giant. Jeff's kind of a soft-spoken guy, but not too long ago I was riding my bike at Venice Beach, and I looked up and Jeff Ho was standing there, leaning against his car, no shirt on, checking the surf. It was like a surreal moment. I was in Dogtown, and there's Jeff Ho standing there checking the surf. It was awesome. And Bucky, I just met today for the first time. And I really have this dream to go in the back of one of those brats, holding the hand grips on one of those seats. So we can make that happen. I don't have any stories with Bucky yet, but we're gonna make that happen. Thank you. So anyway, thanks again for everyone for being part of this and believing in it all. Visit the museum, and I want to thank Carlos because without Carlos, this would have not happened.
Nice work,
and he's
Carlos.
very, very talented. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming out.
This is Jeff, Carlos, Jeff. All right, real quick, before I give the mic to Christian to introduce the 3 inductees and give them their rings, I just want to thank Tony Alva. When I got into the Hall of Fame, I thanked him for all the inspiration. It was always him that I wanted to be like. It was either him or Jay. And you know, you're a young kid. I bought my parents got me an Alva deck in '77, and I had the green cryptos, and I just thought like, wow, I got Tony's board, so it just meant something to me. You know, like I saw him at Skateboard World opening when him and Jay came down. Then he was at the runway, and I was just a kid in the audience. And he came to the runway, and I was just like, I can't believe it. This is like a dream come true. And I've skated with him in contests and stuff. So to him, it was always Tony, just like what Todd just said.
The runway was a crazy.
Yeah, and Tony, you know, he could do everything. He could freestyle. He could barrel jump, he could ride pools, he could slalom, he could just do it all. So like, he was like ditches, he was like, you know, hill bomb, he could do it all. He was like they said, in my mind, he's like the greatest. I mean, there's other people that have come after Tony, but when I first saw him do that tuck knee frontside air and the dog ball, that was it. It's presented me with a Bruce Lee ring from the Bruce Lee Foundation. Wow. And it goes with the rest of my rings, the cross ring I got from Christian, and of course the first Hall of Fame ring that Carlos made, and that's why we're all here. So let's get it started, and let's celebrate these gentlemen who are here today.
Yeah, Christian. All right. Give it up for Howard Hood. But also, let's give a big shout out to Hardline Skate Shop. Come on. The Core Skate Shop is where we all, you know, got inspired to skateboard. I went to the Dogtown Skate Shop in Santa Monica pre-Rip City, and the stickers in the cabinet, the boards on the wall, Skateboard City, right? Skateboard City. And my mind was blown, and my mind is still blown today because I'm still here, still that kid, still wanting to look into that glass cabinet at a skate shop, still want to see what boards are on the wall, see who's relevant, who's the new guys. It's constant. It's a constant evolution of this heart that is so in love with something that we all are here for, and that's skateboarding. And so, thank you so much, Hardline family. Give it up for the whole family that puts the shop together. So we are here for the 5th ring induction ceremony, Skateboard Hall of Fame ceremony. And Todd Huber, definitely, man, we would not all be doing the Skateboarding Hall of Fame like it is being done without you. So give it up, huge shout out to Todd Huber, you know, and definitely this year is the 16th annual Skateboarding Hall of Fame. 17th? All right, well,
sorry, I was trying.
Well, Todd gave me the, I love that. You know what, we're not counting, we're just showing up. You know what I mean? So it's the 17th annual Hall of Fame, and you can buy your tickets. You can go to the Skateboarding Hall of Fame website, and you can buy tickets. It is on May 15th. Mark this in your calendars. You do not want to miss it. I tell you, when we go, it's like you're seeing your heroes, being able to see them live. Some of them I've never even seen before. And I'm seeing them and them sharing a story that you've never heard before because all you saw was pictures in magazines. And it just makes everything so surreal. So if you can afford it, you could come. I encourage you to please come.
I recommend it.
Howard recommends it. And another thing is to visit the museum out in Simi Valley. You'll see all the skateboards from the beginning all the way to current. There's a ramp in there, Todd's there, he'll take you on a tour, but it's just an experience that you can have for skateboarding. If you've never, you've only been to a skate shop, I encourage you to go check out the museum, ask questions, maybe where you were born, where you grew up, the guys you like. Todd will be able to give you a history of any of that. So I encourage you to please go out there. So we are here at Hardline. We're at the ceremony for the rings. And I don't know about you, but when I got, I'm a proud owner of one right here. Come on. Very, very honored to have one. And I know that it's special. And the 3 guys that are going to be getting it are some of the most iconic skateboarders to ever step on a skateboard. But the custom rings were created and designed by Carlos Torre. Yes, man right here beside me. And Carlos the Jeweler is his name. But he's not just a jeweler, he skates. Okay, he shreds that pool over at Peck Park. And so you not only got an amazing artist for jewelry, but he also can shred a pool. So give it up for Carlos for designing his ring. And you know, this all started, I know Howard gave a little tiny bit of how this all started, you know, but it was Howard's induction into the Hall of Fame, and Carlos was his friend. He's like, you know what? Let's make you a Hall of Fame ring. And he's like, yeah, you know, that'd be dope. You know what I mean? And it wasn't to do this. This is what organically happened because it's just so dope, and how the jewelry and how it looks and how the ring feels. And really, it's kind of like, you know, there's a Super Bowl ring. There's a ring, you know, they go, I got this many rings. You know, whether it's the NBA, you know, I've got this many rings. It has that feel, and I think that that's why, you know, it continued to grow, and this is going to be the 5th one. And, you know, let's give it up for Lonnie Hiramoto too, right over here. Because another reason why this has happened was because when I saw Howard's ring and Lonnie was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame that year, I was like, let's make one for Lonnie. And it's personal. This was personal. We were doing it ourselves. And for me to do that, I think that that's one of the other inspirations for why we're even doing that today. And again, I want to say something else. These two have never had a ring ceremony, really, but let's give it up for this is your impromptu. Come over here, Lonnie, real quick. You and Howard.
Oh, Lonnie.
Let's get a photo with these two guys right here. Hold your rings out. Hold your rings out. Lonnie Hiramoto and Howard Hood. Hall of Fame rings, first inducted into the ceremony. This is a little impromptu. Now you can say I had my ring, so celebration as well. Right on. And I love these guys. These are my brothers in Christ. We share our faith. But Lonnie rides for Team Soy. And I appreciate Lonnie so much. He's been a brother of mine. He's been my best friend. And so he's not only a great skater, he's a great man, great, awesome friend. And I love you, Lonnie. Let's give it up for Lonnie Hiramoto. A surfer in the 50s, Hawaii, and moved to California, had me, and I was right here in the middle of like sidewalk surfing, you know, right into Zephyr, to Dogtown, to Tony Alva, to what inspired me. So this is a special moment for me. This is not only just what they've done for skateboarding, but I really feel like I have a part in their stories because they inspired me to do everything that I did throughout my career. And I'm just so blessed to be here, to be able to basically introduce you guys, to be able to say your words. But today we're going to honor Jeff Ho first. Give it up for Jeff Ho. You can stay sitting. You can stay there. I'm gonna just share a couple things about you first. So he's legendary, Santa Monica based. This guy started, he's a shaper, he's a skateboard designer, he's an artist. He started Zephyr Productions, I think, skateboards in 1971, I believe.
The surf shop right there was 71.
71, I got that right. So, plus Skip Ingblom, if you guys know who Skip Ingblom is, Santa Monica Airlines, and Craig Stesick. These guys were like the OGs of OGs when it came to like how we live this radical, cool, skateboard core lifestyle. You see, because they didn't care about money, they didn't care about fame, they just wanted to share their style and how they were progressing skateboarding. Skateboarding was like freestyle, 360s, pirouettes, Christies, and handstands, and these guys came in, Zephyr came in, I've seen the videos, and Daffy's, I mean, even those names are pretty goofy, but you know what, now we respect that because we see the evolution of where it came from, but at the time, they came in down to that contest and it was J-Boy and Tony and Stacy, and they came in and just started like surfing the course, hitting the ramps, jumping off, and everybody was like, who are these punk kids? They're too radical. And that was what Zephyr did. They brought that attitude, they brought that style, they brought the blue Vans, they brought the dark blue shirts, and the rest is history. They made movies about it, Dogtown Z-Boy documentary. They made a movie called Lords of Dogtown because of it, and it's all because of Jeff Ho and his inspiration to see a bunch of rowdy kids that love skateboarding, and he took them and was like, man, I'm gonna put together a dope team. Now he's basically still doing art, right, Jeff?
Basically still doing art.
Yep. Still shaping boards.
Still building boards. Still building skateboards.
Still doing skateboards.
Still doing a small little clothing line.
And doing a little clothing line.
And here we are.
And he is right here in front of us. And I want to give him a big round of applause. This is Jeff Ho getting his ring into the Skateboarding Hall of Fame. OG Hall of Famer. Give it up. That's right. That's right. There it is. Congratulations. Put it on. Put it on. Put it on. Yep. Get your photos. Get your photos. There you go. Yeah, definitely follow Jeff Ho and all that he does. It's incredible. He's still looking cool as all get out. Look at him. I mean, come on. We love you, Jeff. We love you, bro. We love you, man.
Thank you.
Yep, yep.
No, thank you, man.
All right, all right. One last shout out to Jeff Ho. Now let's have him hear some words from him now. Take your time.
Look, I want to say thank you to everybody, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to be here with all of you guys, you know, really, and you know, to be up here with Jim and Tony and Christian and just everybody, Bucky, fucking everybody here. You know, I'm so grateful for this because, you know, most of it's pretty much my life has been, you know, evolved around skating and surfing and skating and you know, doing art and you know, and you know, I'm so fortunate and I'm so happy to see some of my friends. Tak Kawahara's here somewhere in the room. Tak! You know, like, you know, Tak and I go back to way back in the beginning, man. You know, like I knew Tak when I was a little rugrat. But you know, love all you guys and thank you so much.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
Was it 4? It was 4. I stand corrected. But it is amazing to see Bucky, you know, really not only be an ambassador for like life, you know, because he loves driving cars, building cars. He builds Subarus. He races rally cars. It's kind of like his passion, but he's not only just passionate about it, he's great at it. He's got the sponsors to back it up. But his skateboarding, I mean, he had a pool in his backyard called LASIK Land. One of the biggest and most, I guess, advanced backyard pools in the world, and still to this day. I don't think there's ever been one like that. And Bucky has been that invested into skateboarding. And it started when he was like in Baltimore, Maryland. Anybody from Baltimore, Maryland here? No. Yeah, Bucky!
I thought I felt pretty safe.
He started skating at the age of 12, you know, and he basically got discovered by Pal Peralta, like, Stacy Peralta, they saw him skating, they were like, who's this ripper? And in 1987 is when it all began for him. And he started his career, Powell Peralta. He was immediately into the public domain video, which was the Bones Brigade video back then in 1988. And I tell you, even today when we go do demos, he's like the guy who finishes the demo with the trick and that just shuts down the show. There's all these young skaters, there's all these rad kids, and they just, sometimes they don't understand the climactic showmanship it takes to do a demo. But Bucky, he's got it. That's why they love him to be there. That's why we love to do it with him. But he's got 3 daughters, right? 3 beautiful daughters. He lives down in Encinitas if you want to go visit him. And he does a YouTube channel called Buck Yeah. Anybody follow Buck Yeah? Yeah! And he just takes you on an amazing experience, ride wherever he's at. He's always covering the coolest stuff. And today he's got amazing sponsors like, you know, obviously Black Rifle, Subaru, which I wish I was sponsored by the way. But Bucky is a Hall of Famer, a legend, incredible human being. Amazing. He still skateboards today and does all the, I mean, how old are you now, Bucky?
Can we not talk about that? 4. Really? He's 4. 53.
Wow. He's 53 and still killing it on the ramp. It's incredible. So, Bucky, we honor you, we respect you, we give you this ring in complete and total honor to you. Give it up for Bucky Lassie! There it is there, right there. All right, we want to hear a couple words from Bucky now. There you go. That's number 2. All right.
Thank you, Christian. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Who's ready for Bucky's Salad Part 2? Yeah. Nah, I won't do that to you. But seriously, thank you for everyone coming out. This means a lot. We go, us as skateboarders, and people go through a lot in life. When you're at the level that some of these guys are, including myself, it's hard. You know, it's not only to keep up at that level, but to keep motivated, you know, to stay motivated, but to, you know, just to keep it going. It's hard. So events like this and being appreciated, I can tell you this, I slammed on my knee yesterday. I just started skating again. I slammed again, hurt my knee again. I'm down for another 2 weeks or so. It's hard on me, you know what I mean? So stuff like this, it really brings the vibe up. So definitely shout out to Hardline for putting this event on and getting us all together. Skateboarding Hall of Fame, thank you. All you legends, glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, Bucky. Give it up for Bucky Lassie! Give it up for Tony Alva, who's here with us today. So Tony Alva is one of my like main heroes in skateboarding. I know it is for a lot of you guys here that are like, you know, over, I mean really now it's going to be over 60. I'll be 59 this year, and to think that, you know, back when I was say 8 years old, 7, 8 years old, I was looking at him in the mags and Jim Muir and just going, wow, this is what I want to do. But to see him and see him so healthy, see him so happy these days is truly something special. Because I know that, you know, he didn't get the nickname Mad Dog by being a good dog. Do you know what I mean? You know, and he was great at skateboarding, but he was a handful. And that's some of the reasons why we like him is because he's that risk taker guy that wasn't afraid to share his thoughts We live in a day where people have such a hard time sharing what they think or what they feel because they're going to get canceled, they're going to be shunned, they're going to be alienated, they're going to be all this. But back in our day, boy, you just let them have it. And you know what? Tony was like one of those examples to me who put his name on his chest, on his skateboard. And by the way, here's something, a cool thing that I found out was he was one of the first people to do a laminated Canadian maple laminated skateboards. He was one of the very first, 1974, I believe. So think about that. All these laminated boards, Tony was one of the first guys to do it. And he invented the frontside air. Come on. I don't know. People try to put that up for debate. It was incredible. And to experience that with my hero, and then to be here today with him, to be able to just be a host or an MC for this ring induction, to talk about him in a way, and just share my heartfelt. I rode for Tony Alva in I think it was 79 for a quick minute with a light beam board, but then I really rode for him and I got my signature model from him in 1983. Thank you, Tony, for that. It's a big part of my career and how it really made me become my own person. And I grew up and became a man during that time. I was like literally 15, 16. And then he encouraged me through his life to start my own brand. So thank you, Tony, for that. And I know you've done that for so many skateboarders today that are skateboard-owned companies, because you know, it used to be the corporate world that would take on the skateboarders, and then they would pay us a little bit, $1 a board, and then they just go through that, and we're like, nah, that ain't happening anymore. We're taking that back. We're the ones who are making you money. And Tony was the very first one that did it, but he did it cool. His ads were cool. Give it up for his ads back in that day. Revolutionary, before its time, Windmiller, all those ads were just incredible. But Tony is he's the first inducted Hall of Famer, right?
Bruce Logan first, he's second.
You're second.
First year.
Well, that's honorable. Give it up for Bruce Logan. We love Bruce.
It was Bruce, Danny Wade, it was Tony Hawk, and then me.
Yeah.
And then Tony, and I tell you, he should have been first in my book. But Tony is now coming up on his 20th year this year. In, I believe, September will be his sobriety year. Yeah. That is huge. That is huge. That is huge. You know, it's really incredible. Give it up for Tony. Huge. 19 years right there. You know, and I've got 26 years this past month. You know, and for guys like us, I tell you, for you to make excuses why you shouldn't be sober, why you can't be sober, look at us. That's right. We can still, look at how cool this guy is. You can still be cool, you can still shred. Induction ceremony, Hall of Fame. Where's the ring?
There you go, Tony. You gave me a ring, I'm going to give you a ring. Congratulations.
This is my newest, biggest fan right
This is Slater right here. He loves Tony too. We just want to lift up Tony, the original, the OG air guy, the slalom. He just does it all.
Greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time, and it's an honor to have you here at the shop.
I was hanging out with Pedro with my band and stuff.
What a beautiful
Let's get some words from Tony Alva. Give it up for Tony Alva.
I want to thank Jeff. Jeff, pretty much, it wouldn't be for, you know, Jeff letting us form our own little skate team, because we all wanted to be on his surf team. But Jeff's surf team was pretty hard to get on because he had the baddest ass motherfuckers in the world. And yeah, I can drop some F-bombs still with 19 years sober. It's no big deal. But I do want to thank God, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my sobriety, if it wasn't for the path that has been a spiritual beam of strength for me. I wouldn't have made it to this point in my life, let alone had 19 years sober. I just do it one day at a time. So this is one more day for me, and it's one more day around my people, and it's one more day just showing that You know, there's something in the Bhagavad Gita that I love. It just says, "He that perceives me in everything and beholds me everywhere never loses sight of me, nor do I ever lose sight of him." So that's my window. My window to a higher power is basically I just got chicken skin from sharing that. But you know, God wants the best for me, but I gotta want it for myself. You know, the equanimity that I get from just being sober one more day is what's gotten me here. And to be a professional skateboarder at 68 is pretty much a miracle, as Bucky I think will attest to. The knees and stuff. Some days the knees don't feel so good. Why me? Why am I still here? You know, and the answer is because to be a true leader and to be somebody in skateboarding that's looked towards for direction, you have to survive, and you've got to do it, you know, on God's terms, not on my terms, because my ego is not my amigo. In certain situations, I'm going to get the beat down if I'm still living my life like I did when I was 19, 20, 21 years old. So I'm just sharing this with you because these are the lessons that I learned on the way here.
Facts.
And I'm just so grateful having people like Howard. I brought Howard that ring because I knew I had to give back. I was like, wait a second, I can't just go there and take a ring. I need to bring a ring. And so I did that. To be here with Christian. Christian's like, he's like a son to me. And Jim and I grew up together. We were in diapers when we met each other, man. Like, boxing each other at the 3rd Ward, you know, like the Mormon church that our parents went to in the morning, you know. I have stories and I have relationships with all these people. Lance Mountain, Bucky, I mean, we called Bucky Chuck. He was Chucky boy when he was like, when he first came over. You know, he was this little kid from a rough part of the East Coast and was a hell of a good skater. Howard and I were talking the other day on the phone, and we were just trying to assimilate how Bucky ever even thought about, let alone does a no comply on vert. We're like, how does he even do that? Like in the air, no feet connected, one little toe on the board, and then all of a sudden he puts his feet back on and pulls it off. So skateboarding to me is still exciting. Skateboarding to me is part of my life because it feels like my life's blood in a way that it keeps me alive and it makes me want to live one more day. But I could not do this without all of my brothers and my family and without a guy like Jeff Ho to instill that integrity in me, to believe in myself. And last but not least, I just couldn't do this if I was waking up in the morning and smoking dope. I couldn't do this if I was waiting for that time of day where I could drink a beer. And last but not least, the faith to be a true leader to you all and to let you know that if you want the best for yourself, you've got to go out and get it. And if God's will is for you to actually get rid of all of the outside vices and all of the things that are dragging you down, start over and start from the beginning. And the beginning is your heart and your soul. And go with the gut feeling of what's right and not what's wrong. Amen. And you will live to be 69 years old like me and hopefully have 20 years of sobriety.
Give it up for Tony Allen! The first girls to get a signature skateboard model deck. Correct? The very first signature model. She runs the Skateboarding Hall of Fame. And we got Jim Muir. We got Lance Mountain in the house. Give it up for Lance Mountain. Of course, we did Lonnie Hiramoto. If you have a ring and you're here, Howard wants you to come up here, and we want to get in a picture with all those that came up. Let's give it up for Talk from TNC, who's here. Punchy Legend, Talk. I mean, I had a Town and Country sticker on my tail because Shogo Kubo, all these guys had Town and Country stickers. So we love you, Talk. Thank you so much for your brand and your company.
Chris Dawson.
Chris Dawson is here. Give it up for Chris Dawson. All right. But I also see some legendary pro skateboarders like Jinx is here. Marty Jimenez. Give it up for Marty. OG. Oh, Eddie Radingy. Yeah. Give it up for Eddie Radingy. OG Alva T-Rider. And buy some merch here. Support the shop. It really helps out keeping this culture alive.
I want to thank everybody and anybody that brought an Alva deck for me to sign today and went out of your way to buy an Alva product. Thank you very much. We couldn't survive without you guys, so I just want to thank everybody that brought an Alva board with them there today.
Jim is a great friend of mine and stuff. Howard, Hardline Skate Shop and stuff. Lance, Lonnie, everyone. Bucky, that's just, I can't even talk.
Give it up for Slater. He went for it. You don't know until you drop in, right? You keep it going.
Respect, love all y'all, man.
All right.
Nope. Are we good? Are we?
Yeah.
Ready? Get your head here.
Up the lids, guys, right here. There we go. Right here.
MRZ!
Right here. We're going to go around the room, put it together later in Photoshop. Magic. Laura, all you guys? Nice. Perfect. Over here. Christian. Freddie. Looking in. All right, there you go.
Do another board right now. Let's grab one, a heroin deck.